This guy right here, sorry about the language, bleep him. Let's talk about that. Hey guys, as always, a big good to each of y'all. Got a fast one for you, a 3-pack today. By the end of this, you're gonna be better, good, informed. You'll know what's going on. Thank you for every thumbs up. First, y'all remember back in March, NBC released a report how they had gone and done some ghost roodly-toodly creation and investigative journalism nonsense. And in doing so, they broke all sorts of federal laws and state laws as well. It's a mess what they did. Well, a lot of folks have hollered at the AFT and said, hey, psst, why don't you hold NBC to the same standard you hold us to? The AFT has now responded. They said that they are taking it, and I quote, seriously. Oh, they're on the job. I am reminded of that one moron congresswoman who sawed a Rudy Tooty in half, also committed a felony. That was booted, and correctly so, because of the word intent. She wasn't intended to do a crime. But the funny thing about NBC, this is just me talking, is they intended to do a crime and to show you how easy it was to do criminal stuff. I don't know. We'll see. This big bunch of fun is brought to you by my friends at Hidden Hybrid Holsters. They're comfortable. My notes just fell on the floor. I really do enjoy Hidden Hybrid. I wear them all the time. They are soft on the back and they hold and lock everything in right where you need them to be. Totally hidden, totally concealed. HiddenHybridHolsters.com. I'm going with it. Number 2, AmmoLand reported this as a John Crump article, is that we're watching this whole forced reset trigger thing. It's a mess, and the AFT has been going in and doing raids and going after the forced reset triggers, the FRTs. We found out, thanks to AmmoLand and Crump, that it looks like the AFT is now asking retailers for their client list. I told y'all 2 weeks ago I'd keep you up to date as we go along. This is it. They're asking, we don't know anything beyond that, they're asking for customers' names from retailers. And finally, excuse the language, bleep this guy. Now, a lot of folks are going to say, well, it's just France. It doesn't really matter. It does matter. As Europe goes, a lot of the West Coast and Northeast, they love to follow that, and then we end up following them. It's a trend that's been around for about 100 years. We have to pay attention to morons in Europe. Macron has now said that self-defense is wrong, that we don't have the right to defend ourselves in any way, shape, or form. There was a self-defense situation, thankfully, out in rural France, and a guy was home with his 3-year-old daughter. He defended himself, and oh, people are upset about it, especially Macron. He does not agree with that. But in his own city, he has no-go zones where the police can't even go to, and those are in the migrant communities. Also, and here's my big one, first part of that is we need to pay attention, yeah, and this is nonsense, but that's how these people think. Be wise. But the second part, he has 24-hour-a-day armed security telling his constituents they don't have the right to defend themselves. And that's what we're up against here as well. Let me know what you think right down below. See y'all tomorrow on the Spicy Friday. Bye.